since with a great desire I had to see fair Padua, nursery of arts, and ride for fruitful Lombardy, the pleasant garden of great Italy, and by my father's love and leave am armed with his goodwill and thy good company, my trusty servant well approved in all. Here let us breathe and happily institute the course of learning and ingenious study. Pisa, renowned and full grave citizens, gave me my being and my father first. A merchant of great traffic to the world, Vincentio come of Intivoli, Vincentio's son brought up in Florence. It shall become to serve all hopes conceived to deck his fortune with his virtuous deeds. And therefore, Tranio, for the time I study virtue in that part of philosophy will I apply that treats of happiness, by virtue specially to be achieved. Tell me thy mind, for I am Pisa left, and then Padua come, as he that leaves a shallow blast to plunge into the deep, and with satiety seeks to quench his thirst.
Me perdonate, gentle master mine. I'm in all affected as yourself, glad that you have continued your resolve to suck the sweets of sweet philosophy. Only, good sir, while I do admire this virtue and this moral discipline, let's be no stoics nor stocks, I pray, or so devote to Aristotle's checks, as Ovid be outcast quite abjured. Balk logic with acquaintance that you have, and practic rhetoric in your common talk. Music and poesy used to quicken you. The mathematics and the metaphysics, fall to them as you find your stomach serves you. No profit grows where no pleasure is taken. In brief, sir, study what affects you most.
Your mercies, Tranio. Well doth thou advise. If being thou wert come ashore, we can at once put us in readiness, and take a lodging fit to entertain such friends as time and Padua shall beget. But stay a while, what company is this?
Master, some show to welcome us to town.
Gentlemen, importune me no farther, for how I firmly am resolved, you know. That is, not to bestow my youngest daughter before I have a husband for the elder. If either of you both love Katharina, for I know you well, love you well, leave shall you have to court her at your pleasure.
To cart her, rather. She's too rough for me. But, oh, there, Hortensio. Will you any wife?
Is it your will, sir, to make a stale of me amongst these mates?
Mates, maid? How many knew that? No mates for you unless you're of a gentler, milder mold.
In faith, sir, you should never need to fear. A wish is not halfway to our heart. But if it were, doubt not her care should be to comb your noddle with a three-legged stool and paint your face and use you like a fool.
All such devils, good Lord, deliver us. Me too, good Lord.
So good pastime to it. That wench is stark mad, or wonderful broad.
But in the other silence do I see maid's mild behavior and sobriety. Peace, Tranio.
Gentlemen, that I may soon make good what I have said, Bianca, get you in. Let it not displease thee, good Bianca, for I will love thee nevertheless, my girl.
A pretty Pete. Best put finger in the eye, and she knew why.
Sister, content you in my discontent. Sir, to your pleasure humbly I subscribe. My books and instruments shall be my company, and learn to look and practice by myself.
Hark, Tranio, thou mayst hear Minerva speak.
Signor Baptista, will you be so strange? Sorry am I that our goodwill affects Bianca's grief.
Welcome you her up, Signor Baptista, for this fiend of hell, and make her bear the penance of her tongue.
Gentlemen, content ye! I am resolved! Go in, Bianca. And for I know she taketh most delight in music, instruments, and poetry. Schoolmaster shall I keep within my house, fit to instruct her youth. If you, Hortensio, or Signor Gremio, you, know any such, prefer them hither, for to cunning men I shall be very kind, and liberal to mine own children in good bringing up. And so farewell. Katharina, you may stay, for I have more to commune with Bianca.
Why, I trust I may have leave to go too. May I not? What, till I be appointed hours as though belike I knew not what to take and what to leave?
You
may go to the devil's dam. Your gifts are so good, here's none will hold you. That love is not so great, Hortensio, but we may blow our nails together and fast it fairly out. Our cake is dough on both sides. Farewell. Yet, it is for the love that I bear my sweet Bianca. If I can light upon a schoolmaster to teach her wherein she delights, I shall wish him to her father.
So will I, Signor Gremio, but a word I pray. Though the nature of our quarrel ye never broke upon, know now upon advice it toucheth us both, that we may yet again have access to our fair mistress and be happy rivals in Bianca's love. To labor in effect, one thing especially.
What's that, I pray?
Marry, sir. To get a husband for her sister.
A husband, a devil.
I say a husband.
I say a devil. Thinkst thou, Hortensio, though her father be very rich, any man is so very a fool to be married to hell.
Tush, Gremio, though it has your patience and mine to endure her love of arms. Why, man, there be good fellows in the world, and a man could light on them, who would take her with all faults and money enough.
I cannot tell, but I would as lief take her dowry with this condition, to be whipped at the high cross every morning.
As you say, there's small choice of rotten apples. But come, since this bar-in-law makes us friends, it shall be so far forth friendly maintained, that until helping Baptista's eldest daughter to her husband, we set his youngest free for a husband, and have to it fresh. Sweet Bianca, happy man be his dole. He who runs fastest gets the ring. How say you, Signor Gremio?
I am agreed, and would that I had the best horse in Padua that would assist his wooing her, that would thoroughly woo her, wed her, bed her, and rid the house of her. Come on.
Sir, tell me, is possible that love should of a sudden take such hold?
Oh, Tranio, till I found it to be true, I never thought it possible or likely. But see, while idly I stood looking on, I found the effect of love in idleness. And now in plainness do I confess to thee, that art a secret and as dear to me as honor to the Queen of Carthage was. Tranio, I burn, I pine, I perish, Tranio, if I achieve not this young modest girl. Counsel me, Tranio, for I know thou canst. Assist me, Tranio, for I know thou wilt.
Master, it is no time to chide you now. Affection is not rated from the heart. If love has touched you, naught remains but so. Redime te cartum con chaos minimum.
Your mercies, lad, go forward. This contents. The rest will comfort for thy counsel's sound.
Master, you look so longly on the maid. Perhaps you marked not what's pit of all.
Oh, yes. I saw sweet beauty in her face, such as the daughter of Ashner had, that made great Jove to humble him to her hand. Then with his knees he kissed the Cretan strand.
Marked you not how her sister began to scold her and raise up such a storm that mortal ears might hardly endure the din?
Tranio, I saw her coral lips to move, and with her breath she did perfume the air. Sacred and sweet was all I saw in her.
Nay then, 'tis time to stir him from his trance. I pray, sir, awake! If you love the maid, bid thoughts and wits to achieve. Thus it stands, her eldest sister is so cursed and shrewd that, until her father rids his hands of her, your love must live a maid at home.
Ah, Tranio, what cruel father is he? But art thou not advised? He took some care to get her cunning schoolmasters to instruct her.
Ay, marry am I, sir, and now 'tis blotted.
I have it, Tranio.
Master, for my hand, both our inventions meet and jump in one.
Tell me thine first.
You will be a schoolmaster and undertake the teaching of the maid. That's your device?
It is, may it be done.
Not possible. For who shall bear your part in Padua? Be Vincentio's son. Keep house and ply his book. Welcome friends. Visit countrymen and beg with them.
But stop, content thee, for I have a tool. We have not yet been seen in any house, nor can we be distinguished by our faces, as man or master. Then it follows thus. Thou shalt be Master Tranio in my stead. Keep house and port and servants as I should. I will some other be, some Florentine, some Neapolitan, or meaner man of Pisa. 'Tis hatched and shall be so. Tranio at once uncase thee, take my colored hat and cloak. When Biondello comes, he waits on thee, but I will charm him first to keep his tongue.
So had you need. In brief, sir, sit your pleasure, as I am tied to be obedient. For so charged your father at our party.
Be serviceable to my son, quoth he.
Although I think 'twas in another sense, for I am content to be Lucentio, for so well I love Lucentio.
Tranio be so because Lucentio loves, and let me be a slave to achieve that maid whose sudden sight has thralled my wounded eye. But here comes the robe. Sirrah, where have you been?
Where have I been? Nay, how now, where are you? Master, has my fellow Tranio stolen your clothes? Or you stolen his? Or both? Pray, what's the news?
Sirrah, come hither. 'Tis no time to jest, and therefore frame your manners to the time. Your fellow Tranio here to save my life puts my apparel and countenance on, and I for my escape have put on his. For in a quarrel since I came ashore, I killed a man, and there I was subscribed, you understand me? Charge you on him, wait you on him till I charge you as it comes, while I make way from his to save my life. You understand me?
Aye, sir. Here be wit.
And not a jot of Tranio in your mouth, he is changed into Lucentio.
The better for him, would I were so too.
So could I, faith, boy, that I could have the next with after, that Lucentio could have Baptiste's youngest daughter, but not for my sake, but for your master's. I advise you use your manners discreetly in all kinds of companies. When we are alone, well then, I am Tranio, but in all places else, your master, Lucentio.
Tranio, let's go. One thing more rest, that thyself execute, to make one among these wooers. If thou ask me why, suffices, my reasons are both good and weighty.